Samantha from the Little Sling Company, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to do a tummy-to-tummy carry with a Sakura Bloom ring sling. Our model here will be Coco, who is now 1 year old. When you start off with your sling, you hold the outside edges with your fingers, which are called the rails. You fold it in half and you run your fingers along so that you have an even fold in the sling. You pull your top two corners in through your rings, and the fold, you pinch it and pull it back through the rings. As soon as you've done this, you need to open the fabric. The reason you open the fabric is because your rails, these outside edges, are how you adjust the sling. If your edges or your rails are all bunched up in the fabric, you're not going to be able to properly adjust the sling. It's not that you can't, it's just a lot more difficult. So by making sure that the outside edges are as free from the bunched up fabric as possible, it's a lot easier to do the adjusting. And it's okay to take time when you're showing your customer how to do this, because it's an important part of being able to successfully adjust the sling easily. So here I've now threaded my sling. You then need to figure out which hip your customer likes to carry their baby on. Me personally, I like to carry my baby on this side. So then the sling needs to go over this arm, over my head, and sit like so. That way baby sits on this hip. If the customer prefers to carry baby on the other hip, you do the same on the opposite and you end up with the baby on this hip. So, sling goes on like so, and now it's time to adjust the sling to where you think it's going to be useful for you and baby. I pull on my top rail, which tightens this. This is the top edge of the sling. And this rail here, the one closest to my face, is the one that tightens the top. So as you can see, I pull it and it tightens. The bottom rail tightens the bottom part of the sling. That's where the baby's bottom sits. So, again, I pull it till I get what I think is a good size pouch for my baby. Judging by Coco's size, this is pretty much the size that I need to make Coco comfortable and then adjust it afterwards. Before I put Coco in this sling, I make sure that my rings are up high on my shoulder. The reason for this is that when you pull on your rails to tighten baby in the sling, it's automatically going to pull the rings down. If you start with your rings here, you end up with a sling down here and it's not a comfy carry. So it's always very important to tell your customers to keep the rings up high, and also just to quickly, if it gets caught after they've adjusted the sling, just again to open up the edges so that they're free from the bunched up fabric. Alright? So here we go. We've got rings up high, pouch is ready, model is waiting. Coco, would you do the honors? This is Coco. Say hello. Hello. Okay, Coco. We put Coco in a burp position, up high on my shoulder. You then put your hand under the sling, under the pouch, and lower Coco into the sling. Okay? Making sure that you've got fabric going under Coco's bottom. You can tuck it up towards your tummy and never letting go of Coco till you know that you have a good hammock for her to sit in. I then tighten this up a little and open this on my shoulder. Now Coco's not fully adjusted yet, but we are in a tummy-to-tummy position. As you can see, we've got fabric going all the way down to her knees. Now in order to tighten Coco properly in the sling, I need to lift her weight. If I don't lift her weight, the tension on the rings won't let me tighten her in the sling. I then lift her weight again and tighten her the upper part so that she's comfy. Now on my back, if it's not comfy, what I need to do is reach up with my thumb and spread the fabric out down my back. This gives good weight distribution across the whole of my back. Yes. As you can see, we've now got a tummy-to-tummy position with Coco. Now, if I feel that there's parts of the sling that are not adjusting, I can pull the middle parts so I get an even feel of the sling and an even spread across the back. This now is a tummy-to-tummy position with Coco in the sling. Bye-bye. To get Coco out of the sling, you lift her weight with your hand on her bottom and you pull on the top ring. This allows you to loosen the sling to get baby out of the sling. You then have the option to completely undo the sling or pull the sling down and pull baby out. And there you go, baby is out of the sling.